been interesting historically. Obviously now with the new coach and some new players in the roster, that's obviously going to change and develop over time. I think that's a little one-way on top so that Spinks can jump up and challenge.
Yes, it is. But Fame not taking the bait. Didn't feel like it was worth it, and it definitely wouldn't have been. Maybe just go over the A ramp just to keep an eye on it. Maybe listen for what's going on. And the rest of them going to be grouping up middle, so it could be, you know, boost into window, connector, and then having Magus here. Ooh, if he wins the fight, and he will, that makes their job so much easier, though. There are still 3 people here.
I mean, 4 if you count Fame on Catwalk. They have a big lean towards middle and A. They really have no presence inside the B bomb site. As Fame gets that kill, he's going to turn around. He's the only real defender at that site. Dupree and Zywoo in middle. Dupree's on Catwalk. They're looking for one more. Spinks being patient as well, just covering Dupree as he slides deeper up onto Catwalk. But this is always going to end, it feels, towards A, because Magus is getting to the end of Palace. And I think outsiders might be calling there's an adjustment towards B, and it's a mistake. James goes down for free.
Just the MP9, but still, that is a huge kill to open it up with Flit just as the smoke was there. He almost lines up a double through, but he can't find it. Spinks instead with the AK on the other side, and now Fame. 1 versus 3, and I don't think there's no way they know how low Spinks and Dupree are. He might try and go for it anyway, but
he needs to be given one real early if he's going to go for this. He needs to be given a kill. Like, Spinks would have to make a big overstep to provide the opportunity, I think, for Fame to feel comfortable actually going for the round.
Yeah, probably that jump over was his. That was the last, you know, chance. And they hear it and they're like, all right. So, wow, that was on a knife's edge. If that spray comes through, even just a 1 kill, at least at that point, it's sort of a 1 versus 2. It'll be a little bit different. So, real interesting stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if James got the memo that his teammates were shifting away from A and from middle, because he was on the side of the boxes inside the site exposed to that mid-con, which is where he gets picked off. He had a smoke out, I believe.
Yeah, trusting in that smoke.
Yeah, and I don't know if the communication just didn't make it to him or if he didn't register the communication that they were rotating off the bomb site, but that was a very easy to kill to give up at a critical moment in a 4v4.
I think also, slightly in fairness to James, maybe, before he went in, he was flashed in to check the A ramp. So it's also possible that he just felt like, well, Magus is no longer here. Maybe this is going to switch into some sort of a B hit instead. I'll stay here and keep an eye on it, but he was definitely exposed.
Ooh,
11-7. Nice.
Ace. Yeah, beautiful. 3 of them into the window. Trades a kill right back.
Dodges that one. Yeah, but Spinks going down. Apex sneaking up. Has the right idea, but doesn't pull the trigger maybe quite in time.
I don't think he wanted to fight. I think he was just jiggling for the information. I think Magus is realizing he had an opportunity to slide up. He was hoping there wasn't going to be another jump peek from Kickert, but that's some good information gathered. But Vitality saying, wow, if we're going to have this much space, if Magus almost made his way up, let's call more people over. Let's actually go for this. Apex will have no idea about Norbert.
Just crouching to check it, but at that range, the FAMAS is looking pretty decent. Still, they're quite far back on this A defense at the moment. Vitality going to be signaling their presence at the A bomb site by throwing out a bunch of Molotovs. They still have more left even, so a lot of grenades to work with. Flit going to get tagged up, but the question is, can they actually secure the bomb plant in this 3 versus 4? Nades are coming up. Kickert actually charging through. What a great double! And they'll find the last one too. Triple it is. All of them headshots. That was beautiful.
They went towards the space they wanted, but they weren't able to actually get any aggression towards the bomb site. Everyone paused at the box. With all the utility being spent, the Molotov expires, and Kickert takes the opportunity as teammates rotate over to get aggressive. Finds all 3. Good shooting from Kickert. Now he's up to 17 kills.
Yeah, that's magnificent.
That's a high 5.5.
Dexter's proud somewhere.
Yeah, he's brings a tear to his eye.
Get them both in the team together and see what happens.
Break hands.
All right, James comes back for a little bit more. Usually not a very aggressive AWP player, but could be also a reflection of the economy that's on that side. So we're not going to be able to take that fight.
Might also be a reflection of how confident he is in a round like this, thinking you're knowing the economy is not there for Vitality, knowing he has a huge advantage with the AWP. Opening kill is his. That was a hero AK-47, a sole AK-47 picked up by Vitality. Flit's even gaining a lot of space. Here's these footsteps as well. He's going to call it back to his teammates. I hear 1 player rotating through T-spawn. And Apex is dead, and he doesn't even know it yet. That's really awkward. I think Apex might have been looking at a screen after he throws that smoke.
Yeah, very. Oh, he could even just be listening to footsteps and thinking, there's got to be a teamate somehow.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
There's no way. What a weird.
As an awkward exchange.
Just a bit. But it's all right. They still have the AK. They're going to try and see if they can make it down and at least get the bomb plant. Although it's looking unlikely now that Norbert stands his ground, taking down Dupree. Going to be spraying to take down Spinkson just like that. Flawless round coming through here from Outsiders. Going to net them a good bit of cash to work with. Something that Vitality ultimately kind of ran into a little bit of trouble on that front. So Outsiders looking to stop that from happening. 11-9. This gap is just completely gone.
Yeah, and the first gun round from Vitality was a nice win, but after that it fell flat. I'm really curious. They were given that freebie by Jame. I want to see what kind of aggression they're going to be able to bust out to actually force rotations. Can they win a round where they're not given a free kill or a bit of a gift? Good nade stack in middle. Previously it was 3 in window that nets him a kill. This one forces Flit into a passive setup with 24 HP. And Vitality's going to rotate all the way back around towards A to attack this position. Hoping they've damaged up one of the A defenders. Flit, meanwhile, has rotated over towards B, where he can just hunker into a corner and be a little bit more passive.
A moment in time right now where that A bomb site is much less defended. Jame is one of them, but he's playing that connector jungle position, so he's going to be looking a bunch of different places. Kick it back here, though. Has been playing out of his mind in the second half, so maybe it's going to be enough with the AK to defend the bomb site. They are making their way up that A ramp, and down the middle, they're going to try and see if they can pinch it and sandwich it in. Jame not getting spammed through this time. Makes his escape in towards the window. Dupree, a little bit further. Maybe he could have seen it, but it Spinks to open up the round, taking down Fame, and because Flit is low from earlier, it's a real problem for Outsiders. Bomb getting planted and Kicker getting denied, and Outsiders probably need to back out of this one.
Yeah, this is a great round from Vitality. 3 players attack the A bomb site, take all the attention, put all the utility down. You're denying information, and 2 players, Spinks and Magus, very slowly lurking in middle, picking off the catwalk player. You're exactly right. There's no reason for Outsiders to even challenge or go for this. Vitality have their 12th on the board. They get a 3-round lead.
And they don't want to be hunting too much either, which is understandable. But yeah, just a slight extension has to feel really good, because the pace with which Outsiders were making it back in the game was just, it was getting scary. Now they slow it down and maybe put a little bit of pressure on their economy, but not enough to have an impact on this upcoming round.
No, not with those saves. That's not bad, and that's part of the reason why Outsiders saved instead of even investigating to see if they were going to be given any kills. Just preserve the money. James still has 3,200 in the bank. Flit has 3,100 in the bank, so they've got cash. They got weapons to drop. So again, I mean, they have the option to save and have a full buy in the next round if it's needed. Fame drops down towards the underpass. Deep smoke, so he can clear and fight towards top middle. Again, another nade lands on Flit, down to half HP.
Did Fame see that jump? Oh, he certainly knows, but it doesn't matter. Magus still going to be willing to fight against him. He clears out a bit of mid space now for the T side. Slightly leaning, at least with the underpass play. Certainly the underpass. Spinks is up in the kitchen. Could be turning it into some sort of a B split. Maybe leaving Dupree in the middle to control rotations. It'd be interesting to see. There is nobody at the B bomb side. That could be a problem.
Which has been a situation, which has been the case a couple of times. I mean, both teams kind of leaning away from the B bomb site at various points on their defensive side. And I mean, especially with the 4-on-5, you can understand the gamble, the risk that Outsiders is taking, and also with the money the way it is, putting themselves in a strong position. Kickert's going to push down on towards A ramp, tuck himself into a corner. Now he's clearing things out. Magus and Zaiwu are slowly creeping up pallets, and actually, this could be a huge punish, as they turn the corner.
Yeah, but look at him down. Oh, this is so weird. I don't know how this round is going to be playing out. That double position at the A ramp could be everything they need, and now it's just working out. No problem. They have no idea how many people are going to be there, and especially that deep position on the ramp. So, round 1 by Outsiders.
Yeah, that's, after the 5-on-4, and get a little bit of a fake. You're trying to pull attention towards the B bomb site, pull the defense away, and nobody budged. Partially because they rotated players over to address that issue.
Outsiders wouldn't even care so much about a B fake because they had already given up on the B bomb side. I mean, for long stretches of that round, for outsiders, they could have been holding the A bomb side and they could have heard the announcement that the bomb has been planted, right? So, so they were already fine with that. They were already saying, yeah, if that's how it goes, that's not a big deal. So the fact that people are now throwing Molotovs and flashes into the B bomb side, they're like, yeah, okay, we knew that could happen. Let's stick on A, and then it actually turns out to work. They called their bluff even before anyone was even bluffing. How's that possible?
Yeah, they're a step ahead. And obviously, money being such a concern at times, that helps outsiders as well.
The Counter-Strike equivalent of going all in on poker before you even see what cards you have.
Yeah.
It's incredibly based when you manage to do that and win.
And pull it off. Timeout called. Coach is getting involved in the conversation. 12-10, it's a 2-round lead. But this second half has been a 5-2 run for outsiders. 10-5 run if you go all the way back to the first half when outsiders actually won their first round.
Yeah, they're suddenly commanding a lot of respect in the game, aren't they?
Yeah.
18 kills on Flit, 18 on Kickered, but Fame a little bit behind at 15. They have a nice trio that can pull them through this one.
Now, I guess the one thing outside of ZywOo on the CT side, certainly in the second half on its own in isolation, we haven't really seen all the talent and all the skill on Vitality really shine in any way. This has been like a much more tactical affair than I think I personally expected out of the Vitality side of trying to outposition and outmaneuver the opponent's defense. We haven't seen anything crazy like a Spinks typical like solo aggressive play at entry and decisive pushes somewhere on the map. We haven't seen dupreeh or Apex with their hard entries.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Which I'm sure people would love to see, because we know the skill is definitely there. Ooh, that is a dunk. Molotov comes second, so he's not going to be slowed down inside of it, but that grenade landed right on top of him.
Caught it with his teeth.
That's why you got to wear those hard hats around the work site, you know?
Yeah, just for the odd grenade that comes into the construction site.
I've obviously never been on a construction site ever in my life before, Jason, so...
So you wouldn't know that grenades
what do I know?
Aren't there. Well, ZywOo and dupreeh in middle. ZywOo's not going to get the angle on Catwalk that he would like to take the fight. However, Flit could be in some trouble on stairs. A little bit of an off angle into the site. ZywOo takes a fight. Good trade. But dupreeh steps up next, and there it is. There's dupreeh sliding into a fight and finding a headshot. And now the pace is being picked up. Jay missed the opportunity, but he slides out for it anyways. Bomb is going down. Magus can cover. It's a 2-on-3.
They have no more nades left here on the Vitality side. It will be very, very hard to hold this bomb site. James got an HE and a flashbang to set up for the rifles to do something if they want it. And Fame looking over, not seeing anyone just yet. I don't think Vitality are getting in a very good position right now. Magus goes down, and now it's all on Apex. 1 versus 3. He picks up the first one, but he's going to get overwhelmed. James switching out for the AK, and then obviously back to the AWP again. And it's going to be 12-11. Good retake.
Yeah, a good plan, a good way for Vitality to get into the bomb, so get that bomb down, but there was nowhere to go after the fact. You could see Magus got to take a big risk just to even get himself into a new position. Apex was stuck in Cubby, and once his position is known and his teammate has gone down, he realized he has to take just a massive gamble. Nice trades coming up connector, but Fame was a pretty decisive factor. And James going to swap back to the AWP. 12-11, and with that plant still, Vitality, not enough money to go for a full investment into the round. Strong defense being mounted here by outsiders. Now, you asked me a question if when Vitality fans need to be worried, what maybe like 3 or 4 rounds in. Now's the time you start getting a little bit concerned.
Okay.
So I don't this tactical outmaneuver style that Vitality has had has not been working wonders.
Oh, that though. Raw aim from dupreeh. ZywOo to follow it up, but dupreeh with a headshot on Fame. That is a brilliant beginning to the round. Not so much tactical, much more mechanical.
Right back to the brute force. And right when we say now's the time to be worried.
Yeah, I was gonna say get your tweets ready, you know, but maybe not.
Well done from dupreeh.
Norbert and Kickered, and now obviously you just want to find the bomb site, get the bomb down without running into any trouble here. I like the fact that they're slowing it down though. Vitality just, you know, outsiders, if they want to try and win the round, then they have to be a little bit proactive.
And I think with the 5-on-2 as well, it's not just the slowdown, but also they've slowed it down to put Magus into play. He's unarmored, he's got a, or excuse me, he does have armor, he's got a deagle, but they're saying, Go to the B bomb site. Go see if you find someone. Like, because at least then we know that it's just going to be a 4-on-1 at the A bomb site. And if you don't see anyone, then we know the B bomb site is clear. Oh, and he's got the kill anyways. A 1-dig, and he spotted the other towards Catwalk. Norbert didn't respond quick enough. He knew there was going to be pressure on Cat. And Magus just closes the round out single-handedly. Vitality just nursing this 2-round lead. That's a painful loss to take for Outsiders because it takes the money away as well.
Oh man, I'd like to report a crime.
That's crazy. He was making noise too.
So disgusting. No business winning this at all.
It's almost like Kickert had no desire to even take that fight. He was trying to be sneaky.
I'm sure it does, because he's obviously hoping that behind me there are many more people coming. So he's like, let me lure them all the way in. Let me take the fight.
I get two, then I've got my teammate Catwalk, and maybe we pull off a miracle. Well, this is the all-important round coming out of a timeout that's taken by Vitality. It's their third, as you can see on the screen. Round 25, 13-11. Outsiders have scraped together what they can, and you can see on the screen it's not much. AWP, 2 M4s, pistols, and there's a lot of utility missing. There's definitely kits missing.
Yeah, that could be a real problem down the road. We'll see. Flip just with the Deagle. And we're at 13-11. A chance for Vitality right now to just make it past the finish line. Just try and get there before Outsiders really get into full effect. Nice shot from James, taking down Dupree. No flash to get him off the corner either, but Magus is there on the return. And it's going to be 4 versus 4 with plenty of time. The bomb dropped a little bit further back towards those B hallways, but that's still opening. Apex this time in charge. James going to take one back. So the trades continue.
Yeah, it might have been